Every single minute, thousands of people are typing the same question into search bars across the world. What is really happening with climate change? From glaciers melting at an alarming rate to the incredible rise of renewable energy, the global conversation has shifted. We're no longer just talking about the problem, we're asking, what comes next? Today, we're rediving deep into the top 7 climate change topics that people around the globe are most curious about, and we're backing it all up with real data and solid research. Let's get started. So, what's the number one topic? According to the Yale Program on Climate Change Communication, it's not doom and gloom, it's solutions. People want to know what we can actually do. The conversation is dominated by renewable energy, clean technology, and sustainable policies, and it's not just talk. In 2024, global investment in renewables soared to an incredible $1.8 trillion. The International Energy Agency reports that's more than double the amount spent on fossil fuels. This isn't just a flicker of awareness. It's a full-blown transformation in progress. Despite decades of solid scientific research, many people are still searching for the fundamental truth. How do we know climate change is real? The answer is clear and backed by overwhelming evidence. The UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, confirms that human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels, are responsible for over 95% of the global warming we've seen since 1850. To put that in perspective, NASA data shows that carbon dioxide levels in our atmosphere are now higher than at any point in at least the last 800,000 years. The evidence isn't just compelling, it's undeniable. People are paying close attention because the impacts are no longer a distant threat, they're here, and they're everywhere. 2024 has already gone down as one of the 5 hottest years ever recorded, and the World Meteorological Organization has warned that extreme weather is becoming the new normal. We see it in the devastating floods across Asia, the massive wildfires in Canada, and the prolonged droughts in parts of Africa. These events are a powerful reminder of how interconnected our planet's systems are, and just how fragile that balance has become. But the concern isn't just about the environment, it's becoming deeply personal and psychological. Search trends reveal a startling rise in climate anxiety, which has skyrocketed by over 400% since 2020, according to Time magazine. A landmark study in The Lancet found that an astonishing 59% of young people feel very or extremely worried about climate change. Many report that this anxiety is directly affecting their daily lives and shaping their decisions about the future, from careers to starting families. It's a mental health crisis intertwined with an environmental one. One of the harshest realities of climate change is that it doesn't affect everyone equally. The UN Environment Program highlights that developing regions, especially in Africa and South Asia, are facing the most severe consequences while having the fewest resources to cope. The IPCC reports that over 3.6 billion people, nearly half the world's population, already live in areas highly vulnerable to climate impacts. This is why adaptation, things like smarter water management, building flood barriers, and developing resilient agriculture is now just as critical as cutting our emissions. It's a matter of survival and justice. You don't have to look far to see the next big topic: extreme weather. By the middle of this year, the United States alone had already suffered over $100 billion in damages from weather-related disasters, as reported by Science. Scientists are in firm agreement that heat waves are getting hotter, wildfires are becoming more widespread, and hurricanes are intensifying, all driven by human-caused warming. Each record-breaking storm or scorching heat wave doesn't just cause damage, it pushes public interest higher and increases the pressure on leaders to take urgent action. Finally, we come to a topic that sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, but is terrifyingly real: ecosystem loss and tipping points. Recent reports from outlets like the Times of India and the journal Nature are sounding the alarm. Vital ecosystems like coral reefs, Arctic permafrost, and the Amazon rainforest may be approaching irreversible points of collapse. For instance, half of the world's coral reefs may have already been bleached beyond recovery. The danger is that once these systems collapse, they could trigger feedback loops that dramatically accelerate climate damage, even if we manage to cut our emissions. The message from all this data is crystal clear. People care, and they care deeply. We are no longer just passive witnesses to climate change. We are active participants in a global shift toward awareness, accountability, and, most importantly, action. So the real question has changed. It's not what's happening anymore, it's what will we do next. If you care about the future of our planet, hit that subscribe button, share this video with someone who needs to see it, and let's keep spreading facts over fear. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.